Ladies and gentlemen, we are back again with another special guest. I am your host, Damani Carter. This is the Trying to Be Grown podcast. Over there in the bright green shirt is my esteemed co-host, Mr. Byron Keaton.
I don't think it's light green, but all right.
I said bright green. But our special guest today, Byron, I'll let you take the pleasure of making this introduction since you know him so well.
Yeah, we got one of my biggest haters in here.
Okay.
My brother, Brandon Keaton, That's all I really got for him.
I mean, that's not much of an intro. You got future Esquire, Brandon Keaton in here, law extraordinaire, Brandon Keaton in here. You got to do the intro right. That's why I usually do the intro part.
See?
Yeah, I like the other one better.
I don't like that because that ain't who you are.
It is.
That's future stuff. Who is he now?
Well, I mean, he's a law student. That's why I said future Esquire, and I said, aficionado of law. So we getting to that point. We getting there.
Oh, okay.
Someone fell out in the
Possibly, you never know.
last semester.
Life happens.
That's crazy.
Life happens. So, Damani, how would you introduce yourself?
I mean, that's different because I'm introducing myself, so I usually take the humble approach. But if it's somebody else, I got to go ahead and take the effort to make sure to amplify those accomplishments and talk about who they are and what they're doing. Because if he's not gonna take that effort himself, I got to do it. I wouldn't do that with you just because I don't like you. But there's a difference there.
So it's okay. I need to correct my original thing about him being my biggest hater. Brandon's not my biggest hater. He's a great person. Has great thoughts. My actual biggest hater is Damani Carter. And so
Why?
Yeah.
Why would you say that though?
Damani, you just said you would hate on me just because.
No, I said I wouldn't give you that intro because I don't like you. That's not hating on you. I'm not talking about
That's
who
hating,
you
bro.
are as a person.
That's hating.
I'm just saying that I don't like you.
Man, let's get into it, bro. This is episode 10, I think, maybe 11.
This is episode 10.
10.
Yes.
So it's episode 10.
That's actually my number. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
No, you number 17.
And 10 first.
No, they don't count.
Duh. It was literally 10 in every sport all the way growing up.
So in kindergarten, the first time you ever played basketball, what was your number?
We couldn't pick numbers.
Well,
So they gave,
what was your number?
It was like 1 through 7. It was like
What was
10
your
people.
number?
I have no clue.
so it wasn't 10?
It was 10 once we started picking.
No. What number? You was like number 3. What number were you with the Blaze?
10.
I don't think that's true.
So if you couldn't tell by the appearance, you can tell from the conversation that these are definitely two brothers that recently, and I mean recently as in yesterday, competed in. Well, I'll let you explain it because I really don't know how to. You've explained it a couple times, and I still can't wrap my mind around it.
I know,
So just talk a little bit.
Your
about
mind
the
not there
competition.
yet, but I get it.
Yeah, whatever.
So, yeah, we compete in this, the Fordham National Basketball Negotiation Competition. Yeah. And it's just a lot of law students who are competing through like contract negotiations.
Trade negotiations.
Your trade negotiations, like for like NBA trades. It's just like a lot of NBA different contracts and trades and just other areas in which you can negotiate terms. And so we just competed in that over, I guess, yesterday. And it was fun.
And
Yeah.
how did it go? Like how did the actual
I'll let Brandon take it.
results play out?
I would defer to you on that
See?
one.
Okay. So it went. We went 1-1. We were trying to win it all, but things don't always happen that way.
Yeah, things happen. Happen.
I believe we had I think we had a good first round as well as a really good second round.
Definitely.
But still, at the end of the day, still a subjective. It's a subjective test in which how they're going to grade you and compare you to the other team.
Yeah, because there's one judge for every round. So if that judge doesn't like your style or whatever the case may be, regardless if you reach the points that you want to get to, it still comes down to whatever the judge says. And that judge didn't like, I guess, our style, our efforts, and yeah.
Because we got exactly what our client wanted, so.
Literally, exactly. On the dot.
Wow.
So.
And I mean, I guess there's some tie in the law there because, you fall into the wrong courtroom, you can make an excellent argument for whoever it may be, and if the judge just not rocking with you, then that I can kind of see how that carries over. But
kind of like in football, you may be the best player on your team, but the coach don't want to play you.
Yeah, that's a little. I see the connection.
Same thing.
I see the connection.
Same thing.
But
What you mean? It's a subjective test if the coach is out to play you or not. Who he thinks is better.
Yeah, but
I
at
mean,
some point, it's not just going to be the coach that can see that player.
I think
But the coach get the.
And that's how they get fired.
The extent to which an
Sometimes.
argument is subjective, and I think the extent to which on-field performance is subjective are a little bit different. I think both
What's the
of them
difference
have. Objectively, you can have an on-field performance that is better than another person, and I'm not saying that you
can do the
cannot do
same
that.
thing.
I'm not saying you can't do that in an argument. I'm just saying that it's more often objective in the case of a player outperforming another than an argument being superior to another person.
I disagree.
Okay, that's fine. And that's why I'm going to go ahead and go to him. So, Brandon, you are in law school at TU, is that right? Getting
Tulsa,
ready.
Yep.
Getting ready to be done. So talk a little bit, if you will, about that experience and how it's kind of prepared you for taking the next step in your life. Just anything you want to say about the law school experience, really.
I can go law school in general. Law school in general, you learn certain subjects that essentially will only prepare you for the bar exam. It's not as much practice area, I guess, centered as to where you want to be once you start practicing law. But for the most part, the topics they're interesting. And you go back through all these different subjects over the semesters to prepare for the bar exam. You finish law school, then you take the bar exam, and the real experience that you get comes out of things like an internship, externships, which is pretty much the stage I'm at right now, where I'm doing an externship this semester, and then I'll do my final one in the fall, and I'll graduate.
Let's pause there for a second. What's the difference between an internship and an externship?
Pay.
Yeah, I was confused about that.
Payment is the difference between the two. So internships, generally you get paid unless you go to I think it's a DA's office. They normally can't pay you that first semester, which I think is crazy, but it is what it is. And then externships, you're doing it for school credit. So our school, we have to have 6 hours of externship credit, and those 6 hours go into more so of numbers of hours worked throughout the entire semester. So in order to get 3 credit hours, I think you have to work, I want to say it's like 90 total hours. And you still apply like you do any other internship. And this is the opportunity to where whatever the position that you're in, they'll kind of teach you the ropes. Okay. You get to shadow, you get to follow the attorney around or the judge around. I've only done judicial externships, and that's pretty much what I'm trying to stick to, but we'll see.
Okay, and I know Byron you want to get into contract law, is that right? That's the particular area of focus that you're looking
to
at
an
right
extent.
now. Okay. Do you have like a focus area that you want to get into right now, or are you not that specific yet?
Intellectual property.
Okay.
To get even more specific, it would be copyrights.
Wow.
Can't really say why. I mean, besides, I guess some of my background has been in like multimedia editing and graphic work, that type stuff. And copyright disputes come up every single time. I mean, you get DMCA striked on YouTube for certain things. And that led into just an interest in copyright in general. And hopefully I'll be able to stick with that. But I mean, there's not too many copyright stuffs in Oklahoma. Probably not too much in Arkansas. So that would lead me to the next closest place would be Texas. So hopefully that's where I end up.
And you got Texas, Atlanta,
California, of course,
LA,
New York. The bigger places are where those type of disputes come up.
So when your brother's mixtape comes out and he's got
it's gonna be some heat too.
No.
He's got a bunch of stuff from other artists on there, you'll be able to be involved in those contract disputes. You'll be able
from the sound of that, we're gonna lose him. So
Why? Mine are like performing.
So you finna buy it? We're about to get licensed?
But I'm not making money off of it.
That's not the only factor included.
Cut this out. But you had a hot 4 bars for us that you was gonna spit on here.
Y'all gave me a topic.
I gave you one.
All right.
A little
what's the
preview
topic?
to your mixtape.
What's the topic?
Ask him.
I don't know.
See, if y'all ain't give me a topic, I guess we gotta move to the next thing. If y'all ain't gonna give me a topic.
And talk about your fit.
My fit? Okay. I'm about the money team. I'm rocking the. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Y'all can't laugh on the first bar.
Because rap, you have to have the persona.
Bro, I was trying to get into my. I didn't even get 8 words.
It didn't feel right. It didn't feel authentic.
8 words?
Coming in, I was like, no.
8 words? Okay, come on, bro. Let's try it again.
That's exactly what those producers, the big media guys be doing. I'm like, all right, let's hear what you got. And then they come in, their voice squeak on the first
Yeah.
bar. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Green shirt, t-shirt.
Nope.
Come
We're
on.
done.
See, bro, I'm done rapping for y'all.
We're
Y'all not
done.
even gonna let me get to start.
We're done here. That's it. That's all I got for you.
Call about to hit that little do.
No. And I guess he was able to pick that out because he knows you and he knows that's not your persona. So
That is my persona.
never mind. I'm gonna go ahead and go into this next
It
thing.
is my
Talking
persona,
about y'all's upbringing, coming up together. Now,
Yeah.
Brandon's got you by 4 years. Is that right?
No,
3.5.
I don't even
3 or
know.
4?
It's at least
It's
3-9.
not. I know it ain't 4 y'all.
3-9.
Okay, so about 4 years. About 4 years. So what was it? What was it like coming up with Byron? If you anything you want to say about that, or just share some of your favorite story, whatever.
Terrible.
You want to do. Terrible.
Byron was a terrible little kid
No.
who continuously got mad.
No, that's
When
not
he
true.
lost.
That's not true. Wait, whoa.
When he
When
lost.
I lost, I got. Okay, put it like
Byron,
this. I'm gonna let you get your little 2
one
cents
question. I got one question, and then that'll solve everything.
out. I'll get 2 cents out.
When you lost the game, playing like the PlayStation game that we had back then,
Mm-hmm.
had you ever, as a result of losing, unplugged the game when the next person started playing?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Why did you do that? Was it because you were angry?
At that time, maybe I was angry. However,
So let me just get this straight. You weren't playing anymore. You got beat, so somebody else took the stick, and then the game continued on,
yeah,
and you disrupted the game between 2 other people.
Yeah.
because you lost.
I did. I've done that before. Yes.
That sounds petty, Byron. That
It was a
sounds
little
kinda
bit petty,
A
but
little
yeah.
petty.
Whoa, wait,
You
wait,
ain't have nothing to do with it.
And it's in the middle of the game, and people will, of course, be mad at him for doing that. And he immediately runs into the living room to my mama. They coming after me.
I ain't do that.
You was just out here tormenting people for no reason.
No. Okay.
Because he was a sore loser.
Okay. I may have done that a couple of times.
Okay.
Couple is,
But listen, and especially in video games, Brandon used to beat me a lot. He used to beat me. I'm gonna tell the truth. He used to beat me a lot.
Okay.
still do.
Most of those times, I didn't get super mad about it. Cause most of the time, like I'll play 4 to 5 times. He beat me 4 times in a row.
Wait, Byron has gotten mad at me literally last year.
Why?
I mean, you did used to get pretty.
Wait.
mad at me when I was
Let me get to my point.
Playing the game over Christmas break. If he lose 3 games in a row, he's like, 2K cheat, man.
They do be 2K. Okay, we can all agree 2K be cheating
No.
sometimes.
And if I laugh
Yeah.
too hard, then he try to get mad at me. So his attention turns from the game, from the TV. Then it's, bro, so you telling me LeBron can hit that many threes in one game?
Hey, bro, I'll be playing against him. His players be doing some wild stuff. Like you know how every once in a while somebody hit that half court shot. Mm-hmm. That happened when I play against him. That's
No,
every
I
time.
have never hit a half court. What?
Or for some reason he shoots 66 shots. He goes 34 of 66.
That's basketball IQ.
This man gets 27 offensive rebounds. It be just wild stuff like that.
That's over exaggerated.
It be wild stuff like that.
If most of the people that I hear, I mean, if you talk about 2K cheating every once in a while, yes, I talk about 2K cheating. I
done had to put you in your place on 2K.
What do you mean put me in my place, man? I've 21'd you more times than you've ever beaten me. So that's
In what
not
year?
putting
In
me
what
in my
year?
place.
In
I'm
what
talking
year?
about in 2K altogether.
That don't count
In
because
2K
there's different
altogether.
2Ks. There's
But
different 2Ks.
I've 21'd you more times than you've ever beaten me. That means that
Hey,
I've beaten
Damani,
you
have
by
I ever
21
made you throw your own
points.
controller?
Yeah, you have. You have.
So you got anger problems.
That was one time.
Well,
That was one
I
time.
was tearing
That was
him.
one
He
time.
said, "Ah!"
No, I didn't.
I think he broke it too.
No.
You still got that controller?
Yeah, it don't work no more. But it's still at the crib.
See?
But no, it was an accidental throw because it wasn't on
No.
purpose. No, I was
Damani,
trying,
come on now.
This
Come
is what
on
I've
now,
done.
Damani.
And I've done this more than one time. I was trying to shake it and it came out my hand. That's what it was. But I mean, it was a pretty hard
Do
throw.
that make
Once-
sense, Brandon?
Not really.
No, I'm saying, no, if I'm trying to do something for emphasis, and it felt good when it came out my hand. I'm not gonna lie. So it was a good. It felt like a release.
You threw it hard, bro.
No, I didn't throw it. It was just like I was trying to shake my hand and it came out. Not shake. It was like a anger throw of my hand, and it ended
Got
up.
21 you that game?
You did.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that got out there too.
well, I've 21'd you more times than you've beaten me in 2K. Okay.
You play 2K longer than me.
Stop it. This is what I'm saying. You start with the excuses. That's what I'm saying. So I don't believe necessarily that every time Brandon.
Wait, is it an excuse or is it a fact?
Wait. The worst part about all of this, I haven't bought 2K since 2K17, and every time we go home,
So
I come out on top.
So how? Is
No, you don't know. He just have like a run where he get like 3 wins in a row.
So
I come out on top,
No, we don't play 20 games.
and I will win 12.
3.
Okay, no. You telling me you beat me 17 times and I will win 3?
Yeah.
That has never happened.
But also, let's get back to the original thing I was saying y'all
Okay.
interrupted me from. But
okay.
So we played 4 to 5 games. Brandon beat me 4 of those games. I may be a little bit flustered, but then that 5th game, I'm up. I eventually win. He loses. He is mad as can be for some reason.
Okay, to an extent, he's saying Madison can beat because he's going to exaggerate.
He's like, run it back.
That is true. But then every time
He done beat me
Okay,
4 times. I
that is
win
true.
1.
That's true to an extent.
Then he over here mad because I don't want to play no more.
As soon as he wins one game after I beat him 25 in a row, that's when he's like, you know what? I think I'm done for the day.
What's wrong with that? I done lost enough. I want to go
That
there.
sound like you.
I want to go
That
out
does
on the
sound like
win.
you.
I would like to go out on the win too.
Bro, you done won 15.
And I allowed you to get your run it back every
No,
single
because
time.
you enjoy beating me.
No, of course, everybody enjoys winning. Just like you want to end on
This
a
man
win,
over here.
I would like to end on
I'm
a
in
win.
3rd grade out here trying to play NCAA 2K. I mean, not NCAA.
Don't try to push
NCAA,
it back to 3rd grade. This was-
NCAA football.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm just out here picking random plays. Don't know what word.
See-
He out here
See
torturing.
how he tries to diminish it?
Yeah.
He brought it back to 3rd grade and making himself seem like a little kid that didn't know anything. I would have
that-
just been in the 7th grade.
That's what I'm saying.
So, Brandon,
Like you-
did
I
we
think
play
that
NCAA
you-
football when I was in 3rd grade?
Probably so, but we also continue 2K. I mean,
Okay, that's all I'm talking about.
NCAA came out all the way to 14.
Yeah,
We played 10. We played 10
Yeah.
as well.
yeah.
And the same thing happened.
I don't think that's true, bro. But yeah, he'll get mad at me because I win.
That's not, no, we just explained the reason why. It's you win and then you want to stop.
Sometimes I would play again and he'd still be mad. He would be mad at the fact that I won that game and like actually furious about it that he let me win.
Yeah. See, it sounded like you're using some inflammatory
Yeah,
language
he
with
keep-
that furious.
He was
you just
furious that I was winning because I was elite.
I got one last question about this.
believe it.
Byron, have you ever taken portions of the video game console and hid them so that nobody else could play?
I don't remember that. I really don't.
you did it.
What I hide?
You would literally take the port that goes into the TV that connects to the PlayStation and then hit it.
No, I didn't do that.
Hey,
Okay, I think I did that one time. Wait. I think I did that one time and I just put it right behind the PlayStation, that
No.
little glass thing.
You hit it. I'm pretty sure it was underneath because we had beds growing up that you could put stuff underneath it. Like it. Well, that sounds like everybody else's bed, but it was a structure that was built and
Yeah, like
I ain't do that.
It had
to
stuff
stow
behind it.
stuff
Yeah.
away.
I didn't do that.
I'm pretty sure it was under there. You did because I literally had to tell just to get. You had to be compelled to give it up.
I didn't do it.
Byron, what kind of diabolical kid? This is something like. Nah,
I ain't do that.
Ain't nobody
You
playing.
go over
that.
do
and
it.
press the button to turn on it.
I'll put it
it's
like this.
blank.
Okay, we used to be going there. It got so bad, our parents stopped allowing us to be on the same teams. Like when we have people over at the house.
That's true.
Because he would out here get mad at me about little things.
Okay.
It'd be
It's not little.
It'd be like a pick and roll. I couldn't get through the screen in time.
No,
he over here.
that-
Come on,
that's
come
not-
on.
no.
Ready to fight me over because I didn't get through. through the
No,
screen.
no. That is
It
incorrect.
was bad, bro. He used to be trying to kill me out there.
Byron always wanted to play with the older people, and then when he get held to the standards of the older people, then it's too much. He
Okay.
could have called his friends over.
Okay.
But he want to hang out with all my friends.
So look, no, that's not exactly what would happen, Damani. The teams would be uneven, so they would need one more person. So guess who the one person would be?
That ain't true. Why would we have uneven teams?
All the time. That's why they needed me. They would need me to make the teams even. So you have, say, we have 6 people over at the house.
That's not. I don't feel like that's a good one because. Well, no. If y'all
Yeah.
have 6 people,
It's
over
6
there-
people over at the house.
Okay.
So 6 of Brandon friends. It's Brandon plus 3. Well, it'll be Brandon plus.
I'm good enough
Yeah.
with math to know that.
So
that
it'll be
makes
3,
8 people, man.
3 and
Thank you.
4. So like, okay, we make Byron come out here and play. So I come out there and play. They are 4. Well, okay, I guess 3 to 5 years older than me, and they want me to do everything that they can do.
That's not
It
true.
don't make sense.
That doesn't even sound like Byron. Byron would have been the one that been trying to hang out with everybody else.
Nope. Because then when something would go wrong, I would get mad. I would, and so I'm like, okay, I'm done playing then. I go in the house, and so then everybody trying to beg me to come back out there and
That
play.
would happen. Yeah. Okay, to respond lastly to that, Byron said that he would have to be asked to come out with us to play whatever games we were playing.
Mm-hmm.
One more question. Whenever I first started playing organized basketball, did you or did you not, even though you were 4 years younger, force the boys club to allow you to have a jersey, to allow you to sit on the sideline, allow you to come in at certain times to literally just pass the ball in because you were so just intrigued and you just had to be playing up in my age bracket?
Okay, now let's wait a second.
Did that happen? Yes or no?
First of all,
Hold on. You're not just going to pass over this. I ain't never heard this
Wait one
story
second.
before. This is the first time
Wait one
I've
second.
heard
Wait one
this.
second.
There's literal pictures of this.
I was on the team.
If the age group was 5 to 6, Byron would have been 2.
Okay, it wasn't 5 to 6. I know
Or
that.
7 to 8. One of those two.
So, Demar, think about this.
Well, I'm
What
crying.
type of 3-year-old that got that type of power?
It ain't the power is you wanting to be involved. Which relates directly to
No, man.
you doing that throughout the rest of your life.
That's not true. I did not have enough power to get on that team. But they wanted me on
Did
the
you?
team.
We wanted a 3-year-old.
Yeah, I was
We
supposed
couldn't compete.
I was
without
the
a
water
3-year-old.
boy.
No.
They wanted me to be involved.
Byron,
They allowed him to stand on the sideline, pass the ball in, and then we keep going.
you were a 2-year-old supervillain. Like, you just, I can't believe
Yes.
this.
That ain't true, bro.
That's very much true.
Let's see.
I was a T-ball superstar, though.
Okay.
That's
we're
not what we talking
We're
about.
not talking about that.
Yeah, that's true, though,
Is it-
Everybody was a T-ball superstar.
No.
The separation between me and my brother is a little different because the closest brother I have is 11 years. But I'm thinking about the stuff that I did to him, and it just doesn't sound like we're in the same conversation. Like,
No, you
was
was doing
evil.
You were doing some
just-
extra
you were
stuff.
evil.
And then you see how he tried to flip it.
That's what I'm
Because
saying.
he said they're talking about, oh no, they was begging me to come play.
They would beg me to
And
come
then
back and play.
I showed him an example at the start of his life where he was literally begging to play up.
I just wanted to play. Because at that point, so
You don't think that
wait.
continue?
So, this is what happened. I actually, this is coming back to me.
Oh, okay.
So this is what happened. I was, I guess, 3 years old at the time.
We're in his repressed memories
Yeah.
right now.
Now it's hidden.
I was 3 years old at the time.
I don't think that's right, but
Because you were in 7-8 division, correct?
I'm thinking it was 5-6. So maybe I think you were probably 2 turning.
That's it.
But it was basketball season. That normally takes
A
place.
2-year-old?
Yes, that's how ridiculous it was.
Impossible. 2-year-old don't work. So I had to be 3. And the division starts at 4 and 5 to play basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't play at the 4 and 5 because I'm 3.
Correct.
So my dad's the coach of the other team, coaching Brandon team.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, you can let me play. And so I just want to play basketball. I want to be the best athlete that I can be. So I'm trying to play basketball. Can't play over there with the 4 and 5 because I'm not old enough. So by me wanting to play up so bad and like play basketball, guess what happened? They allowed me to sneak in to the 4 and 5-year-olds. And I was good and I got to play.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I
You
did.
talking about on my team?
No, on the 4 and
But we
5-year-olds.
were talking about on my team though. That was the whole conversation.
Yeah, I think I did layup lines or something and was missing everything.
No. You had your jersey,
Yeah.
and whenever you would,
Oh.
a team would make a basket, and then you have to pass it in, of course.
This was
We
at
would
Clarence
allow
Park,
him, huh?
This was at Clarence Park.
Yeah,
I
and then
remember
you would
this.
allow him to run around the sideline, and then come in. You give Byron the ball, and he pass it in, and then the guard takes it up the court. That's what Byron was allowed to do, because he was so.
Because I wanted to play basketball.
But I mean, wanting to play basketball and winding your way on to a team that you ain't got no business on, I think
I was only
those
on
are
that
two
team for
different
maybe a week, 2 weeks.
things. Still, though,
The whole season, you had a jersey.
Yeah, because I got it at the beginning.
So okay,
But then
Byron,
after
you
that, I stopped doing that because I had my own basketball team.
I understand the sentiment.
They put me on a 4 and 5-year-old team after that. During that season, they like in the middle, they're like, okay, we'll make him say he can go ahead and play.
See, I don't remember that.
I do. You wouldn't remember that because it wasn't about your life.
No.
You didn't. You have no room to talk because I done heard all the stories. You done told me all these evil stories about him. I did never hear about you
'Cause I wasn't
winding your
evil.
way onto the basketball team.
Because I want to play basketball. What's wrong with that?
It's just, hey, I wanted to do a bunch of stuff. Like I said, the separation's a little bit different. I wanted to do a bunch of stuff that my brother did. I never wind my way into his activities.
I didn't whine.
like you did.
I showed skill.
I don't think that's what it
You
was.
just said you was missing layups.
That's what I'm saying. You just
Because it was too high.
Your only
The goal was too high.
the only thing that you did was pass the ball.
But
in.
I could dribble.
No, you didn't dribble. You just said you just passed the ball in and went
But I'm
back to the
talking about in
sideline.
practice and stuff, I would dribble. I'll be on the other end dribbling.
So now you were
By
in
yourself?
practices.
On the other end,
By yourself,
they would be in practice on one end, like doing plays and stuff.
and you would be on the other end dribbling the basketball by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, yeah. It seems like they were really invested on your development at that point. Really does.
My dad told me what drills to do.
I know, but that's your father.
He was the coach.
I'm saying, but that's still your father.
So he was invested in my development.
That's your father. He was invested in his team as a coach, and then he was like, "Okay, my son is going."
And
to
I
do
was
this.
technically on the team, so he was interested in my development as well.
Okay, all right. See, this is how he does stuff.
Yeah.
This is how he does. This is the reason that the way that he reasons stuff. That's how he does
It's
it.
straightforward.
No, it's not. It's not straightforward at all.
Was I on the team?
You misrepresented a lot of
Was I
facts
on the team?
just then.
Was I on the team?
You were on
No,
the
you didn't get drafted. There was a draft, and you were
I was an undrafted free agent.
have free agents and boys club. Oh my goodness.
And I feel like that's a good substitute. There's another story that I'm not allowed to talk about apparently, but I'm gonna make sure that you do not want that story discussed on air, right?
I don't know what story you're talking about, but I'm not going to talk about it.
Okay. I'm just making sure. That was a good substitute though. We'll talk about that one next time we come on. 'Cause I feel like I'll be able to.
Wait, Demar, let's talk about your childhood.
We don't have anybody here from my childhood.
But
We
you
had
know
two
some of these stories.
Some of these
You ever
stories
get on your brother's nerve or your sister's nerve?
all the time. Not my sisters because I never lived with either of my sisters.
What
But
about your brothers?
yes, Jared Carter, I got on his nerves on a daily basis.
So what you trying to come at me for?
But I just think that there's something particularly evil about the way that you went about it. 'Cause
What did I do? Okay, what have I done that was
Okay,
so
well,
evil?
hold on. We had my brother on, so I hate to steal the thunder away from this story. One of his favorite stories about me is there was a game that I used to call throw ball at each other. That was just literally me coming into his room while he was still sleeping, throwing balls at his face, and then trying to run to my parents' room before he could wake up.
Oh, see, that's
That's about.
no, that ain't what I would do.
You didn't do that, but the whole running to the parents after you did.
And I'm saying that's
No, because Brandon really, he was trying to get me.
correct.
See?
Yeah, I will admit
I'm
that.
feel like
after you do, it would never come. As
And at
me
all
just being
times.
the aggressor.
Brandon
Byron
be the
would do
aggressor
little
sometimes.
stuff, and then, or not even little. He just does enough stuff to where you react. But once you react, he take off, run straight to our parents.
But the thing about he would carry stuff over from 1 and 2 days. He wouldn't just let it go. Like once he go to bed, he wouldn't let it go.
Okay,
See? So
that just goes to my memory. That's why I can remember all these stories.
no, you supposed to let that go after you go to bed.
Don't keep doing stuff. So I'm supposed to let it go, and then you do the same thing.
And
the next day.
so 3 days later, I'm like, I don't know what he mad about. So I got to do something to get back him since he's still coming at me.
See that?
That
No,
don't
that
make no
was
sense.
flawed.
No.
I was about to roll with what you said, but no, that
You can't be mad about something 3 days ago.
depend on what it is.
And it'd be little stuff just like, oh, he what is something I would do?
Wear my clothes.
I ain't wear your clothes.
We had multiple. That was a
What?
big.
I couldn't even fit your stuff.
That didn't stop you.
Will couldn't either. That's one of my favorite stories too. We got to talk about that when Will get here. That's one of my favorite stories. You know the one I'm talking about?
I'm confused.
We'll say that one for later.
Okay. I'm so confused right now.
And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
But yeah, I ain't really doing too much. I just responded and reacted to my environment.
I don't think that's I think that's a weird way of describing
That is.
taking the parts of the game and hiding them, Byron. Like that's what I'm saying. You was on some next level. Like normal kids was thinking, I wanna do something to my brother that's gonna make him angry. They wasn't thinking nobody in the house is ever gonna play this game again because I just lost.
But I didn't take the
That's
whole
it.
console.
I'm saying,
Okay,
you
but
took the pieces necessary to play the
That's
game.
not the only thing.
That's the
I took
diabolical
one
part.
piece. I took one
see,
piece.
No,
Nope.
that's the diabolical part about it. It's just that you wanted everything. You wanted everybody to think everything was okay. You wanted Brandon to sit down to the game, ready to play, and be like, "What's going on here?" That's what I'm saying. That's next
Yes.
level, just evil as a toddler.
That's not
That don't
next
make no
level,
sense.
bro.
and there was also back when you had PlayStation 2 games, they were all physical.
Right.
And we did have a lot of games for those. He would change the CDs out of it so that you couldn't find the one game that everybody was gonna play during that season. So if it was NCAA football 2007. You open it up, it's not in there. So then you look through 75 different physical copies of the game looking for this one game. He put it in another case, and then
it was a
he
movie
hid
game.
Hey, bro. No, that's not normal.
And then he's surprised by getting a reaction.
He was so mad. They end up switching games. Oh man, yeah, I remember that one. I do remember that one.
But do you not see how that's just like next level evil coming from like an elementary school?
That used to
kid?
make me mad. That used to make me so mad. And I couldn't do nothing. They bigger than me. They 4 and 5 years older.
These were clearly repressed memories because now they all coming back.
Yeah, man.
You don't remember doing any of them.
Boy, that's funny.
That's a sociopath.
You know what I'm saying, bro. You was
Man,
like,
them some good ones though. Man, that's a good one. I would put it in a different. Yeah. I had to move out the room though. We shared a bedroom. I think
You
it was
moved
like
out?
I moved out to the guest room.
Which was next door. Well, not even next.
I-
Literally, here's the one room, and then there's the next room.
I started sleeping on the blow-up mattress for about a week. Mama said you can't do it no more. Made me go back in there. That was the best week of my life.
bro, you was just not a normal kid.
No, bro, he used to make me mad. He would,
that's
he would
normal,
control
though.
the TV every night.
Okay, so I'm just saying, like this.
That ain't fair.
This is normal brother and
That
sister
ain't
stuff.
fair, bro.
Like my older brother
Stop.
won't let me touch the remote. That's normal. My older brother is playing on the basketball team. I want to play on the team. That's normal. Taking games out of the case and hiding them.
Time out.
Taking a piece
Wait,
from the console.
Yep, stuff coming back. I would have the remote, and he would find a way to take the remote from me, then change the channel and watch what he want to watch.
No.
When I'm in the front room, because he would wake up
Because
late.
you'd be asleep.
No, I wouldn't be asleep. I'd just be laying there.
Then how would I get it from you?
Because I'm like, oh, he would be talking to me, then just take the remote, and then 5 minutes later, the channel turns.
Okay, listen to Byron's story. They don't even make sense.
I was trying to follow that one. It just didn't.
Bro, he'd take the remote, bro. I remember that vividly.
I would get control of the remote, but I don't think it would have been on me doing some sleight of hand.
It'll be sleight of hand.
No.
Every time.
Okay, last thing. My brother he's told me like he thinks that older siblings have just one time, maybe one time that sticks out more than any other where you just wanted to just murder him, but you couldn't.
That's all the time
Obviously,
with him.
because no, I'm saying, is there one time that sticks out to you over the others that he did something to you and you couldn't get your hands on him, but if you could, you feel like it would have been bad.
I can't think of one time. I can think of all the multiple times where he like has hid memory cards.
What time I threw the PS3 controller at your head?
I don't even remember that.
Dominique was there.
I don't remember
I
that.
ran for my life.
PS3 controller, Byron, that sounds like you were at least 12, 13?
No,
Yeah.
yeah, they would.
I won that game and he got mad at me, so I threw the controller.
At his head?
Hit him.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
But I mean, Byron, we halfway to the story now.
No.
You were too old to be doing that.
He came at me.
So you threw a
Bam!
I don't remember.
I remember that one. Oh, because Brandon was trying to kill me.
Probably because you blacked out. You were just seeing red at that point.
Yeah, I don't remember that story at all.
Where I got in trouble by my mama. I couldn't go outside and play.
So you like the squid with me?
I was stuck.
Everybody
Like I
else
couldn't
outside
even
playing.
go in my room and play the game. I had to just sit in their room.
Yeah,
Deservedly so.
They were afraid for your life at that
And
point.
then I'm looking in the backyard and I see them out there having the time of their Boy, I was sick. Dominique was laughing though.
Yeah, but
I
you was
bet.
too old though. You were too old.
How?
The PS3 came out when we were what, 12, 13?
I think
He probably was.
No, it must have been PS2. It was PS2.
Okay.
PS2. It
The
wasn't
But I
PS2
think-
controllers was connected. Though.
Yeah. Because
So how you throw that?
It was unplugged.
That don't make sense.
I threw it.
When did they start doing? Because PS3 controllers were all wireless. I'm pretty sure you could have bought a wireless PS2 controller.
You could have, but we
okay.
wouldn't like that, bro.
That would have been a waste of money.
Especially with us.
Yeah.
How us?
But we was really,
Don't
was
put
chaotic.
don't put
We was
we.
chaotic.
Don't put we.
we was chaotic.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like.
I was even tempered.
I was high. I was a high energy person. That was something he didn't like.
No.
I don't feel like that is all encompassing.
I'm high energy,
No.
so I'm go go go. And so when he's not trying to go and I'm going, Because some things collide.
I don't think that describes the
I don't-
type of evil
no.
that he was dealing with. But I've tortured y'all enough with that conversation. But we're gonna talk a little bit about March Madness, which is going on right now. Brandon, you've got an exceptional bracket. That
Correct.
For now.
No, this is normal for me. This
okay.
Where were you at last year?
there wasn't one last year, so I
The
wasn't
year
anywhere.
before.
I don't think I did one. I took
See,
a break.
This ain't normal then.
When you win so much, sometimes you have to take a break from things. It gets boring. Michael Jordan, he retired from from basketball. Got tired of winning. That's what I did.
Did he retire because?
Well,
Of winning?
that's also questionable.
No, here
There's
y'all
other
go
things that
with
go
this.
into that.
Here y'all
But
go with this.
the
Was
story's
he
still the
banned?
same.
Stop it. Next.
Was he banned from the NBA? Was he
We're not
suspended?
gonna- We're not doing that.
Okay,
one
we
today.
need to say that for another
We're
day.
not doing that one.
I had a top 100 percentile bracket. Well, this was a long time ago though, but I can still count. I think it was probably like 2012. I had the final, everything from the final. I mean, the Sweet 16 all the way up was perfect.
That's like 8
Dang.
games.
But you have to pick
But
the
that's
matchups
still,
and everything. And then I had
Yeah,
to
that's
get to the
still-
point to where they were there. The only thing I didn't get was like a few of those first round upsets, but they
like
would
8
lose
games.
in the next round.
I'm
Sweet
not
16 on. That's really impressive. I've never done that.
I've done it.
No, you
I
haven't.
was top, but there was still like a few people above me who I think got some of those early first round.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm 99.4 percentile. My bracket is.
How many you gotten wrong so far?
I think 3.
You got the Ohio State?
Of course, that's not even possible.
Yeah.
Even though Oral Roberts is right there by Tulsa, I
You were rooting
didn't see
for
them.
him?
I didn't watch. We was in our competition. I didn't even.
But would
think
you have
twice.
been rooting for him?
No, because I didn't pick him.
That's messed up, man.
Yeah, so I'm right behind you with 5 wrong. Did I say 5 or 6? I think
Said
it's
6
5.
earlier.
No, see, you hating on me, but I think it's just 5.
Because that's okay.
I think it's just 5.
So okay, yeah.
If
Yeah.
I look and see that it's 5, I probably said 4 or 5. If I was,
I thought you said 6 or 7, but I'm gonna let it go.
That's what I'm saying. That's haterism. But
Right.
I just,
Cause I remember.
how's your bracket doing, Byron?
My bracket's doing pretty good. You know,
It was at 8. It was in the 18th percentile at one point. Is that what you said?
I have multiple brackets.
There was one in the 18th percentile.
Correct.
Correct.
There's one in the 18.
So that
I
means
don't-
your bracket is only better than 18% of people.
I feel-
Correct.
You get in the top 20 for just picking the top teams and spelling your name right. So I don't understand how you got in the 18th percentile.
Because
I don't
I-
understand how you did that.
So I'm gonna be honest. I didn't watch a whole bunch of college basketball this year.
Neither did I.
Neither did I.
Can I get mine off?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Didn't watch a whole bunch of college basketball. I know a lot of the statistics about 5-12 often. There's always at least one, maybe 2 upsets for each year. 4 and 13 is also one that typically happens. So I'm looking at I know all these different statistics for the brackets, and I try to incorporate those.
Mhm.
Okay.
I just picked wrong.
Do you think
Really
you have a
wrong.
bias when it comes to picking teams?
Oh yeah, I do. In my other bracket, yeah, I do have a bias. I have a super bias. I take things to heart.
Because you picked North Carolina, correct?
Yeah.
And then you also picked LSU losing,
What? That was a toss up. It was 8 versus 9.
I know.
but your
I
reasoning behind it was LSU beat Arkansas,
they
so
were
I'm not
gonna-
going to let them.
I thought it was gonna have bad luck. I thought it would have been funny for Arkansas fans if they would have lost after they were talking all that smack about how they beat Arkansas in the SEC tournament.
Yeah, but I mean, I picked both of them just because I feel like LSU had a good showing, but I feel like Arkansas is a better team. And I just feel like I didn't know anything about St. Bonaventure, so
Same.
That's not how you say it, but okay.
It sounded
Hey,
like a
say it.
D2 school to me.
he said. That's what I thought you said. But anyway,
Okay.
but anyways, I figured LSU and Arkansas would have at least good first
Yeah.
round tournament performance. I don't think I picked LSU to win beyond that, but I just felt like they would have a good enough performance to beat them.
I got Michigan winning it all.
I'm not confident in this pick because I
I'm
didn't
sold
know
on
that he was hurt.
Arkansas in the Final Four.
Without a doubt.
you don't like that?
I mean, I hope that happens.
Who your Final Four?
Houston, Baylor, Gonzaga.
Illinois? Or is Houston with Illinois?
I don't even remember who my fourth one is. We just looked at it, and I forgot that fast. But
Wisconsin?
I had Houston winning. Houston versus Gonzaga, which
I called North Texas though.
I called that
Same.
one too.
No, you didn't.
I swear. You can go look at my
I'm gonna go look it up. I'm
who's
no.
North Texas against? Purdue?
Purdue.
Yeah, so yeah. I had
Actually, I
that
didn't call that
I
one.
had both
I called
I had
that.
both green teams that were 13s. I got Ohio beating Virginia today, and I had North Texas beating Purdue.
So, Damani, is there any tricks that you have for picking brackets?
I pick with my. I try to just use
Sound like you don't have anything. You just
No, I'm just
freestyling.
no. I'm saying like I try not to pick with too much like data. I try not to be numerical. I try not to watch too many other shows because they never get it right. And I figure if I'm ever going to get it right, it's going to be with a mix of picking things that I feel like I know based on watching basketball and just kind of tossing some stuff up there.
Paul, this man.
For example, I didn't pick Creighton to beat UC Santa Barbara today because their coach said whatever he said about the plantation, and I was like, nah, you got to lose.
Did they lose?
I don't know. I don't know if they lost.
So okay, when you do that, but when I
34.
do that with LSU, it's a problem.
I'm not saying it's a problem. I'm just saying
You got it wrong. That's
but
the only reason I was
and
about
You don't know if it's wrong.
Did you watch the LSU Arkansas game?
Nope.
Okay, well that explains. But I watched that game and I was like, I feel like LSU is playing really well right now.
But pause. Somebody is currently like in the same range, you that 99 percentile, based off of picking the winner of the game by the strength of their mascot in a fight.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's just
And it's been working.
You got to find your little trick and just go with it. I pick freely. That's ridiculous.
Hey, I might try that next year.
But I just pick freely, and whatever happens, happens.
Man, it's impossible to get that one.
Well, obviously,
it's
it's
like 1 in some million or billion. Or whatever.
It's over. It's probably trillions.
That's 64. Yeah.
They said ESPN had a stat. I want to say it was 14.7 million brackets, and like 108 of them were perfect going through. That's just through the first 16 games.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's.
But one day I'm gonna get it. Just like I'm gonna hit the lottery.
I don't think that's true.
Maybe on the same day.
Nah, I don't think that's true. But I mean, shoot for the stars.
Sound like you rooting against me again.
I'm not. I'm saying shoot for the stars, young brother. I'm with you. So you had one. We've talked enough about the brackets. I think if you want to bring up this next one because you suggested it, you want to talk about some pop culture news that has come out.
I'm not gonna be on it long. I'm not gonna.
That
be on
I
it
don't
long.
really care about. No, we got. You said
I'm not gonna be on it long. Don't worry. I'm not gonna be on it long.
I'm gonna bring up what you said if you don't say
we good.
it.
So everybody know about the Sweetie Quavo beef at the
I
time.
don't think everybody knows about that. So just give them a brief.
Who are
overview.
these people?
Mm-hmm.
Sweetie's I guess a rapper, technically. Technically a
What
rapper.
do you mean technically?
I thought she'd just be singing more, kind of rapping.
She doesn't sing.
I thought it was more like a
Sexist.
T-Pain. I thought it was more like a T-Pain type role.
No.
Is T-Pain a rapper?
She don't sing nothing. T-Pain is, I mean, there's a conversation there, but I'm saying Sweetie don't sing nothing. You can't tell me anything that she sang. Like
Tap
saying
in.
Cardi's a swinger.
Tap in.
She was singing on that.
Singer, not swinger. Whoops.
I thought she was singing on Tap In. Tap, tap, tap in.
No.
How it go?
No.
But yeah, they've been dating for a hot minute. Everybody thought they were, I guess, the couple.
Don't say everybody. I had no thoughts about them.
Me either. I'm just saying pop culture is.
Okay.
They were rooting
my
for
fault.
him.
My fault.
And so she had her little interview and things didn't go too well
Mm-hmm.
with her ex. So that's another dilemma. But she said some things. Quavo wasn't appreciative of those type of things. And so my question is, so they broke up and I guess she tweeted out something.
Quavo and Sweetie broke up, and they had a tweet thing go back and forth.
I said she had already been checked out or something like that.
Yeah.
So I was just asking them, the guys here, who typically checks out first in these type of things, men or women?
It's an interesting question. I'm going to defer to our guest for the answer to that first.
It depends. I'll give the lawyer answer.
See, here y'all go with these political answers, man. Politically correct answers. But I don't know. She said she been checked out.
I think.
Or you think she was just saying that because he broke it off after that?
No, I mean, I think that it's pretty. When they. I don't know who they is, but I'm saying when this is talked about, generally they say women check out first, right?
Why is that?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out because I'm trying to find like an emotional reason why it might be like women checking out before men do. But I don't know. I don't know why that would be. And I'm trying to come up with a good answer. That's kind of why I deferred to Brandon on that one. But I guess it's just like public wisdom that women check out first, and I've never really heard an explanation for it.
So I think these women check out first in these situations. I like not just in general. They say overall, typically women check out.
Yeah, like all things equal in a relationship, whatever the reason for the breakup, generally it's the woman that checks out first.
I think it's because possibly these women know what they want more, and they're not feeling their way through. And so if things aren't going right, they know Yeah, wait. Why did y'all just like turn y'all head?
I'm just looking.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying
to see if it's gonna connect. At the end.
Okay,
Right
now
now to me, it ain't connected.
Okay, they know what they want, and so y'all threw me off, man. They know what they want, and so in these situations, they know that things are okay. They know whether it's gonna work or not, if they really want to continue this. And so if it's not what they want, because they already like have this perception of where they want the relationship to go. And if it's not going that way, like, okay, why am I still here? So mentally they start to check out earlier because they know that needs are not being satisfied. Whether if you look at with a guy, guys typically are just go with the flow.
That's an interesting thought on it. I don't know if I.
Honestly, yeah, y'all ain't agreeing on this. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it was just the women knowing what they want that rubbed me the wrong way. Because anytime it's time to go eat, you ask them something, they expect you to pick it.
But okay, wait.
And then you say, "Well, I don't want that."
But listen, they know that they want you to pick it.
Okay,
but that's terrible. If you want to eat, I ain't hungry.
To me, that don't make sense. You're talking about them. No, they don't know if they want you to pick or not. Because if you pick something and it's bad, then they're gonna say, "I don't want that."
But then they know that y'all are going somewhere that you want.
So it just
but
seems like
it don't get to be what we want.
It seems like knowing to you is just being like able to make relevant thoughts.
Don't come at me because I'm trying to give an explanation of what I think goes on in the psychology of women.
That just sounds like you trying to do a little bit too much in terms of
the cognitive thinking.
Oh God,
no.
But I mean, I don't think your take was terrible.
I know it's not terrible. It's a great take, but it's just guys. Other thing, guys, they may check out, but they may come back mentally. Guys flip floppy.
Okay, well, put it to you this way. So let's just say, for example, I don't know, a person that goes with the flow and wakes up every day, doesn't have anything on his mind from the day before, right?
First of all, you trying to make this sound like you talking about me.
You? No, I'm just saying
because I go
to dogs holler, Byron.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying hypothetically. We're talking about that person
who happens to have a green shirt on.
Could be, but we're saying that there's a checking out process that takes place over the course of a longer time. So if a person is more willing to hold on to things and more willing to think about things, mull things over, then to me it takes longer for that person to actually make the decision to leave, like after being checked out, than a person that wakes up every day and says, okay, today I'm going to do this. And then the next day that's done and now I'm on to the next thing. So I'm thinking that maybe when we check out, it could be like, well, we as men, like when we check out, it's all right, I'm done, and then within 24 hours, it's we need to talk. That's the first thing that comes to my head.
I don't think you're right, man.
Based on what? I'm saying I think that there's a pretty good interpretation of what.
I think it's more of. I'm not even gonna say that because then people will be like, "Oh yeah, I'm on Byron." No, I don't want people to be on my side on this one. So never mind. I'm not even gonna say that.
No, you got to go ahead and get it off your chest.
No, they be saying people on social media be saying men do women wrong.
Is that the case?
I don't think so.
Oh, this is a hot take. This is a hot take if I've ever heard one. You ain't got to put the metric, whatever the thing is at the bottom. But this is a Byron.
I think
right
if men
don't do women wrong.
Okay, sure they do women wrong.
Ooh.
But women also do men wrong.
Which one happened more?
So if you look at the statistics,
look
at the statistics.
Keep going there. We just lost half of our viewing
Women cheat more than men. You look at the statistics.
Ooh. He bringing the statistics into
Who's this study done by?
I don't know, but I just know it's out there. I know it's out there. But people who feel wronged more, I think those are the people who check out first.
Okay.
Because it's just like, it's kind of like when you get mad. First thing, that ain't that bad. Second thing, all right now. Third thing, okay, we got a problem. But if it just keep building up, keep getting talked bad to you, keep doing this and keep doing that, keep feeling wrong, you check out. You're like, it don't matter what I do, I'm still gonna be wrong. So why am I here? So I think it's not really more of a men check out first or women check out first. I think it's the wrong
Party.
check out first.
Okay, but that would kind of go counterintuitive to your argument then. If you
I can change my argument once thinking through.
No,
things.
but I'm saying like if women check out first, and women are not the ones that are being wronged more often, then why would they be the ones that check out first? If your theory is sound?
Wait. Being wronged and cheating are two different things.
Are we talking about cheating or being wrong though? Because you said being wrong.
Then my last thing I was talking about being wronged.
Okay.
I was talking about. I don't have any numbers for who gets wronged more often.
Okay, but that would implicitly say that men wrong women.
Well,
more often.
they say men aren't
or more significantly.
men aren't as emotionally stable as women. Like men just be, dead inside. And so some women feel that is being wronged.
Okay.
And so there would be a way for a woman to end up checking out. Or it doesn't have to be a woman, just the significant other.
Wow.
Hey, I know I'm deep, man. I'm deeper than the ocean. It's a lot of stuff that still hadn't been discovered.
Pause. But anyways, we.
Bro, you need to be canceled, bro.
Is this when the sicko mode starts playing?
But I feel like that's a good place to end that. Cause we need to have a lady on this show to talk about stuff like that. We just
Brandon, he don't care.
I mean, it's an all male perspective. I'm saying that there needs to be somebody else.
And I was the person that was the voice of reason today. I was saying
you're never the voice of reason.
Hey, man, appreciate you coming by.
You contradicted yourself like 12 times.
I know, because I think through things.
Yeah, we very much appreciate you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, provided a little.
Fun.
You want to plug yourself in anywhere?
You don't have to find me. Unless you about to make a song or something in 2 years. I can help you with some copyright stuff.
Okay.
That's about it.
Now, you helped a lot in providing some clarity as to the person that I've been dealing with, and I've been trying to tell you about him. I'm glad that we got
I'm a great person.
all the way back to the beginning for that perspective. Understanding that you came from just a history of just deviant behavior coming
That
up.
he repressed.
No. Remember, Byron Keaton was a reactive and responsive person.
But were the things you were reacting to bad?
Of all the things that you
Possibly.
take from this episode, please do not take that. But wherever
React
you're
and
rocking with
respond.
us, wherever you rocking with us, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, we appreciate all of y'all. My man KT is playing us out right now. Show Thief, wherever you get your music, go check him out. And that's about all I got, man.
Appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, comment, share. We appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Peace.
When that pressure get applied, is you gon' pass or you gon' shoot? I stood tall. When you make it through the struggle and the pain, do you get your umbrella off the chance that it might rain? I stood tall. Ooh, I stood tall. Ooh, I stood tall. Ooh, you could try to count me out, but you ain't gon' ever hold me down. When I see my people going through it, I put the blame on me. And I see my homie lose his mind, but I gave him his first taste of lean. I ain't gon' lie, that really hurt me, but I had to close the curtains. And one thing I learned on Lion King is everybody gotta eat. Never tell a party, let me get a whole piece. And nah, little homie, can't get that from me. You play football, you got a bright future, you supposed to see you on the TV. And I said, that's true, and I'm gon' do it, but I really gotta make something happen. And I probably could've asked my family for something, but instead I started hitting licks with daddy. I ain't gon' lie, that turned me to a savage. Really living life like a bandit. And then Murph told me, keep your head on, man, don't do nothing reckless. But now I'm older now, I'm a grown man. Go to church every Sunday, I'm a praying man. You ain't gonna never see me fall, I'm always standing. One thing I do is stick to the plan. When you make it through the struggle, you the truth. When that pressure